Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cook these awesome pork belly burnt ends. They're sweet, they're sticky, they're saucy. Let me show you how we're going to make them. Traditional belly of pork. This one's got the skin on and the actual bones on the back. So we need to do a little bit of butchery now. So we're going to take the bones off the back, take the skin off, and then cube it up into inch square pieces. So let's crack on. Using a nice sharp knife, I'm literally just going to use the tip and I'm going to keep as close to the bones as possible, because as soon as you start to angle the knife into the meat, you'll start to make slashes, which you don't want. So take your time, angle it towards the bone. That way, at least if you hit the bone, it's not going to make a big deal to the finished product, and eventually it will just come off in one piece and you can smoke that separately. So the section of bone is now removed, that rib section off the belly of pork, and I figured out a quicker way than taking the skin off in one piece. I'm going to cube it up first and then take the skin off the individual cubes. The reason we take the skin off is that it won't render down during the smoking process. High heat cooking, you'll be able to render down the fat in the skin, but for smoking low and slow, it's just going to become rubbery and tough and not be very nice in the finished product when we go to eat it. So we'll take it off, we'll keep it separate, and I'll explain what to do with it in a minute. So we've got pork belly burnt end pieces ready. They're in about inch square cubes. They will shrink as we cook them. The skin we can make pork scratchings or chicharrones out of, and the ribs you could even grill them up and smoke them as a little kind of like chef's treat if you really wanted to. So we've broken the pork belly down now, and we're going to start to season up our pork belly bites. Now we're going to use a little bit of oil so we can get the rub to stick to the pork belly bites, and then season them from a height with my meat dust rub. And now, so I don't have to keep getting them off the grill individually, I've got this wire rack, so they can all sit on this wire rack, and then we'll get them into the Traeger in one go. Traeger Timberline set up for 120 degrees Celsius, and we're going to get them on now to smoke. We're a couple of hours into our cook and the burnt ends are looking good. They've shrunk down quite considerably and they're looking nice and smoked. So we're ready now to get them into our tray, to get them to push through the kind of stall process and to really fall apart and go tender. So we're going in with butter. Then we're going to hit them with quite a lot of barbecue sauce and then a couple of glugs of apple juice. These three things together will make a really sticky, sweet, luxurious kind of braising liquid that will also turn into our sauce, and these will braise and fall apart tender. Wrap them up with foil, get them back in the grill, check them sporadically, and really all you want them to do is become soft and tender. You can either probe them with a thermometer or just test them with your fingers to see if they're squidgy and ready to fall apart. Like this. Perfect. Squidge apart tenderness, amazing. So that is our pork belly burnt ends done. They're nice and tender. Just to recap quickly, we cubed up a belly of pork. We took off the skin and then we seasoned them, got them into the grill, smoked them nice and slowly, and then we wrapped them with some butter, barbecue sauce and apple juice, and that really helps them fall apart and go nice and squidgy. These are perfect for a little barbecue starter. They're small, they're sweet, they get your appetite going, but you could also serve them as part of a bigger meal with jack potatoes, fries, you name it. They go pretty well with anything barbecue. Kids will love them as well because they're nice and sweet and sticky. So let's have a taste and see how we've done. So here we go. Oh, wow. That was delicious. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be putting out another video like this next week. See you soon.